Leo. Thanks for dropping in with me. I'm really excited to bring in your download today because I got a real distinctive hit for you. It's such an interesting message too, and it's around the foo dog, or at least that's what we call it in the West. They're not really referred to as dogs in China. They are referred to as she lions, the guardian lions, and you may have seen them before. They are used to protect spaces, protect the inhabitants, to bring blessings and good luck, good fortune, protection. They are known to hold both masculine and feminine energy. The masculine energy, though, is really about exercising in the outer world and is represented by ferocity, strength, and aggression, as well as immense power. So I don't know, you might be dealing with a masculine that exhibits these traits, okay? And since they are used for protection, you may be feeling like you need protection. This might be something that's coming up in you. You may be feeling like you're acting from that place, maybe because you are feeling like you have to defend something that you've worked really hard for, something that you built for yourself, something you're not willing to sacrifice, all right? And then the feminine aspect represents the strength to be caring, loving, nurturing, and to bring in that healing energy. So there's a little bit of a dichotomous situation you're dealing with, I believe. I also feel that you're in a space where you feel like there is something you need to protect, something that you need to protect that's close to your heart, something that you need to protect, maybe even yourself for a particular healing process you're going through. You feel like in some way this has been compromised and you need to do something to change that, all right? And I also feel like there's a masculine energy in your situation that's being a bit like aggressive, and this could be what's sort of sparking this. What's interesting though about the foo dog or the she is that it's known as a divine loyal beast with supernatural powers to ward off evil spirits. And it's especially beneficial for cleansing Shar Chi, which Shar Chi is any negative energy that can be associated with dark corners, crowds, ambient energy built up from crowds, any kind of sharp, jarring kind of structures or diseases as well. Sometimes they can also cause illness in the inhabitants in homes that have these kind of energies. And so this made me think that you might be dealing with a situation where you're feeling uncomfortable in your house. Maybe there is a particular corner of your house that just feels unsettling to you. You might want to look at rerouting the energy in that space. You know, maybe you want to get yourself a food dog, you know, just to kind of hold the energy down. They're usually put somewhere near the entrance of a home just to ward. So this kind of coming in, you might want to do some warding. This might be coming in just to let you know about this. The Shar Chi is known as poison arrows. So I feel like you may even feel like you've had some poison arrows, you know, aimed in your direction. Perhaps there's been some words, some messages, some things that have kind of gone back and forth. They've stung a bit, all right? This is something you want to look at. And if you've been sick a lot, if you've been feeling run down a lot, you might want to look into, is your building sick? You know, sometimes there can be certain frequencies and certain structures and certain buildings and certain plots of land. I feel like this is coming in very strongly for you. And then the other aspect of the foo dog is that they are able to detect both good and bad intentions and then deal with the situation accordingly. So I feel like you're kind of in a similar process right now where you're trying to really figure out what somebody's intentions are. So let's see what's going on with this. Oh, yeah. I mean, you got a certain devil here that has you pondering something. You're definitely getting a different look at this situation. You may be just starting to see how much a connection has had you caught up or has had you distracted, or has had you feeling out of your power, right? This might be something that's just starting to be illuminated for you. Very interesting energy. Could potentially be dealing with a Capricorn. Let's get some details about this for Leo. This is for any significant Leo placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the 5th house, or if you are an Aquarius rising. What does Leo need to know about this situation, Spirit? What does Leo need to know about this situation? I do feel like you are protected. This is coming through very clearly, okay? You are protected, but you do have to navigate your situation with a certain level of awareness, right? Looks like it's a little sticky situation that you're navigating here, a binding contract, perhaps. You need to get out of this. You need to look for the clause, okay? And that applies whether it's any kind of like business contract or if you are dealing with a soul contract, right? Yeah, I mean, somebody's got a full-on BS license here, you know, and they use it quite liberally, all right? And I think you know this. I think you know to sort of like read between the lines with this individual. You could be dealing with somebody who is really wanting to like press things to move forward quite rapidly here. You know, this is somebody that you want to, you know, you want to work with, but you're not so sure if it's a good idea. I think you're kind of like struggling to make up your mind about this person. This is what's crossing you right now. It came up in the cross position. I see that you're actively pondering this. Yeah, and you're not sure what to do in this situation. Some of you may be feeling really stuck, like you don't have any other choice. You just have to kind of go along with what this person has plotted out here. They may be the ones setting the pace, and you're feeling like maybe you need more time. I feel like you're really up in your head in a particular situation, and you're not quite sure what you should do. But I also feel like there's this little piece here about it's sort of more convenient for you to kind of like stay in that place where you tell yourself, I don't know what to do, because then it's kind of easier to project it on this other person. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like there's a lot of grief here, and this is some connection that came to an end. There's been a separation in this situation. Air sign energy coming in here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think you did have to make a very decisive choice in this situation. You might have needed to act out of your masculine a bit more. You might have, you know, and that applies, you know, no matter your gender. I feel like you may have needed to act out of your masculine nature more, just be more rational, more logical, less emotional. You might have really been actively restraining your emotions, like kind of holding it in, holding it together so that you can make this decision. Something was really put on pause in this situation. You feel like you totally got put on hold, right? For a lot of you, this could be like severing a contract in a particular work situation or in some kind of working dynamic. It could even be in a living situation, okay? Just with the food dog and the way that came in. This could have something to do with a home situation, a family situation, or work, all right? I do feel like, you know, whatever has gone down here has been difficult, all right? But you're ready to invest in a new direction. With the Queen of Pentacles here to the Three of Wands, all right? And right behind that, we have the Page of Swords. This is definitely in relation to work, okay? Big yes there from the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus, very strong Taurus indications. I also see that this is very much focused on that second house activity. This has to do with what you value, your time, your energy, your worth, what you bring to the table, the practicalities, like how's my bank account doing? You know, is the money coming in? Am I seeing profits? Am I seeing growth? You know, am I moving toward my ultimate goals here? You know, and how is what I'm getting back reflecting the work or investment I'm putting into it? And something about this situation, it could even be with like some kind of like corporate situation, or any situation where you're kind of working under a directive that's not your own, this may have really started getting you looking at things in a different way. Some of you are exploring work options. Some of you really want to get out of this like type of working atmosphere where you're working for somebody else. You want to call your own shots. Others of you are maybe wanting to even, travel, do something connected with travel, or maybe even do work abroad, something like this where you're not like chained to one role or one position. It's almost like you're starting to realize that this doesn't really serve me. It doesn't suit who I am as a person. I feel really stifled. I feel stuck. I feel like I never get to truly, grow and progress on my path because there's always a ceiling, or there's always some kind of dynamic that, just causes like a lot of upheaval, stress. I always end up feeling like I'm trapped in this situation. What I just see here is somebody who really wants growth. Like they want to build something for themselves. They want something more for themselves, and yet they feel really held back by their current structure, and for some of you, it's a living situation. It's really holding you back. Maybe you're still living with a parent, some of you, okay? Or some other like authority figure, and this is really like cramping your style. I think you're starting to quietly look at other options. You're researching other options with that Page of Swords, okay? You're trying to figure out if there's a better direction for you to go. I think you are going to find it, and you're going to get news about this, something that will actually inspire you. And I think you're going to feel good about this. Like, finally, finally, I was beginning to wonder, were things ever going to balance out in this situation? It looks good with the Justice, okay? Something is being balanced out here, and there will be, a verdict in your favor in this situation. Some of you may be waiting on some kind of compensation that you're due. This may have been held up. I see it coming in, okay? It looks like the money's going to be good, and there will be a moving forward for you. You'll be really happy about it, okay? So just, write it out, write it out. But it's really interesting, this piece about, feeling like you're in need of some kind of protection in this situation. I don't know. I keep getting maybe there's something in the home that feels unsettling, and maybe it's just about kind of looking at this. Where do you need to improve the energy in the home? Yeah, a good cleansing of the home might really help, to get those kind of like fishy vibes out of there, all right? Maybe there's something that's connected to a Pisces. Maybe you received some kind of gift or something from a Pisces. And ever since you took this gift into your home, the energies felt a little unsettled. Interesting. What's that about? We got here. Yep, look at that. Yeah, you might want to do some cleansing if that's the case, okay? Check it out. We got the 6 of Wands to the 5 of Swords to the Star to Temperance. And yeah, this will restore balance in the home. Okay, so that's coming in for some of you. If you receive some kind of gift and you feel like ever since I brought this gift into the house, the energies felt really off. It hasn't felt right. And I do feel like it was from somebody that, you have an emotional connection with, because it comes in with the Page of Cups, all right? You could have received it from a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Pisces, okay? But I do feel like, yeah, there's something here. There's something here. I want to know what this 5 of Swords is. This could be coming in really strong for you if you're an Aquarius or a Sagittarius, because this came out here. We also have the Knight of Wands on the board, okay? Yeah, if you feel like things have been off in your home, or maybe you've been dealing with a lot of conflict or stress or falling out, especially in some kind of group situation, it could be that there's some like juju in a gift you were given by somebody, trace it back, connect the dots. I want to find out some information about this, okay, with this 5 of Swords here, bottom of the deck. Look at that. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this was to create, you know, the energy charge of some kind of loss. Interesting. Do you have this item in a corner? Maybe that's what's causing the poison arrows. Something to look at. Okay. Something to look at. I just heard could be cross watcher energy coming in too. Maybe, you know, could be cross watcher energy coming in too. Some of you may feel you have something like this from a Leo. Okay. That just came in. I have to say it came in. All right. That's not for all of you. That's not for all of you. I mean, with Aquarius's card, the star coming in here, you know, that does show that that's Leo energy. Because Aquarius rising is Leo, Leo descendant. All right. So this could be coming in very strongly for you if you're an Aquarius rising. All right. Yeah, move that out of the space fast. It'll really switch it up. And I feel like it's been causing some kind of like loss, lack, maybe health problems. I got sick house syndrome. That's what's coming in. Sick house syndrome. Look it up, you know. It's when the inhabitants are always sick in a space, and it's because the energy is off. There's Shang-Chi. There's poison arrows, right? You might want to look into something like feng shui or just doing a really good spiritual cleansing of your home, smoke cleansing, you know, maybe doing some floor washes, things like this, all right? I want to find out though, I really feel like it came in from a gift. So what is this Five of Swords, Spirit? Tell me what this Five of Swords is for Leo. King of Pentacles. Okay, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Taurus indications, also strong Capricorn associations too. We have to remember that devil did come in reverse. Okay, so maybe this is who gave it to you, possibly. All right, maybe they saw that you were advancing or you were growing, moving in a certain direction, progressing. They wanted to put the brakes on that because it does look like financial loss. This could be somebody who's a business competitor. This could be somebody you work with. Seems like it's around material. This could even be like somebody you've roomed with or you've shared space with. They're like bitter for some reason. Maybe there's like some kind of jealousy issue or something. Whatever it is, it's like thwarting. They're wanting to thwart progress. Look at this. The Hangman, Pisces energy again, 10 of Swords. If this is dinging for you, I realize it's a very specific message, but if this is dinging for you and you received a gift and you brought this into your home and it's never felt quite the same in the house since you got this gift, you need to get rid of this. You will immediately change the whole vibe. I do feel like you got, you know, protection around you. But I don't think it's any accident that Food Dog came in. I think it came in to tell you, like, you need to look at your home because something's going on energetically in your home that's affecting the inhabitants. It's affecting the health. It's affecting the mental well-being. It's also affecting material progress. It could be causing fracturing in relationships. It could be causing you to feel at times like you're alone or isolated. It's when I think of the feminine energy and that the strength comes from the ability to care and nurture. This could just feel like you're always lacking, like nobody cares about you. You could be having trouble, you know, just feeling nurtured. Maybe you're having trouble eating. Okay, all of these different things coming in. It's coming in really strongly here. But I love that it's like a solution, okay? Because whoever this is going to ding with, get this item out and you'll immediately see things turn around. It's what's required. There's definitely like cleansing needed in the home. This will restore balance in the situation. Really strong Sagittarius and Aquarian energy there. All right. So if you're an Aquarius rising, speaking extremely strongly to you. All right. This will really change things up for you. And it could be in some cases, I have to say, it could be a little, you know, vice versa there. You know, there are a few cases here where the reverse is true, where maybe somebody's feeling like a Leo directed this energy their way. All right. I do feel for the vast majority, this is the space Leo is in though, okay? But I did have to speak to that because it is coming in here. And we do have the Three of Cups here. So I see that this will bring healing to your situation. This will bring healing to your situation. You already know this. And even if you didn't take, the gift into your home, you might already suspect that this is connected to somebody. I would say if you already have a strong suspicion that these reversals you're having are connected to somebody, you are likely correct about that. All right. I do feel it's somebody who has either been in your home or gifted you something that you brought in your home. This is coming in quite potently, right? So do your cleansing and do your protective measures and watch. The energy will really turn around. It'll be like just complete turnaround so quickly. You'll see the energy transform very rapidly, actually, I have to tell you. Let's see what we got here. Look at this. You go from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. And I also feel like where you are, pondering, should I just really start investing more in a business of my own? Yes. You're meant to move independently here. This is where you'll really thrive. But I do feel like you're kind of in two minds about something. You're stressed out about this a little bit with the Lovers. You're trying to make a decision here. You feel a little bit torn about this, all right? So you may know, like, I need to strike out on my own. This is what's going to be best for me, but you might have a lot of concerns that are kind of causing you to go back and forth on that. Gemini energy coming in strongly here. You could have a strong Gemini placement. Judgment too, Libra energy as well, all right? But I feel like there's this rebirth energy coming into your life. You got like the wake-up call already. You need to make a change in this situation. I do feel like you're dealing with a combative situation, possibly a competitive situation. There's been conflict, there's been arguments, all right? There's been, butting of heads, and you're going to have to be the bigger person and not get the last word in this situation. That's what I got. And it may not be easy to do that. You may feel like you want to get some licks in this situation, but it's really in your best interest to just trust what your heart's already told you and head off in your new direction. I know it's hard when you're in a situation where you've already invested a lot of time and energy and you feel like, I can't just walk away from it. Like, then what was it all for? You'll understand what it was all for when you actually leave it behind and go toward that thing that's calling you forward, all right? For real. Oh, look, yeah, there's your new beginning. Ace of Cups comes in for you in the summer, all right? You got to trust your spirit. Oh, and what's before that? Oh, I didn't see it. It was hidden. It was hidden behind this. It was hidden behind this here. We got your energy, okay? King of Wands, all right? So there's somebody here, and there's Queen of Wands right after the Ace of Cups. So this is what you can't see yet, all right? You got to move forward. There's somewhere here on the other side, but in order to get there, you got to stop defending all this stuff that's just stealing your time, wasting your energy, and keeping you blocked. And also get that out of your home, whatever it is that you brought into your home. I thought it was a gift, okay? It's not good to have that in your space. Like, clear it out of your space. It'll make all the difference. All right. I felt compelled to bring in these Archangel tarot cards for you. So I'm going to bring them in. All right. Some of you are really connected to Owl Totem. All right. I feel like Owl Totem is also very close to you at this time. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, more confirmation on the fire sign energy. We got Knight of Gabriel, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. All right. So you will know where you're going and what to do once you get this sort of like energy cleared out and you actually take action. I actually feel like you already know what you need to do and where you need to be going and the choices you need to make, but what's been going on is there's been like a lot of self-doubt or feeling kind of powerless to make a change or confused. And it's because of the way the energy in the home is being affected. It's because of those poison arrows. As soon as you clear that out, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I feel like back to my old self. It's like the veil is lifted. You know, it changes everything, okay? And then you move forward. You move forward to a new beginning. It looks like a new emotional beginning that will be very fulfilling to you. And I think you're partnering with somebody, all right? I think you're partnering with somebody and it feels really good. Could be with a fellow fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also had Taurus energy come in very strongly as a possibility as well. We did have Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles too. This could be Empress to Emperor energy, all right? For some of you, this could be somebody you already share a child with, right? There could be some kind of like renewal in a relationship, revival in a relationship, a strengthening or recommitment in a relationship that's coming in. Right? Maybe you feel like there's been outside attacks on this coming together on this relationship. Maybe you've been feeling like there's been a lot of interference or the energy has just felt really heavy around this connection and you've suspected that something just feels off. Maybe you feel like there's people who are envious of your relationship, you know? You spot like kind of the, you know, the cattiness, the undertone of cattiness, or, you know, the way people kind of slide things in sideways. And if you suspected a particular individual, or maybe you think this person even has their eyes on, you know, the person you're involved with, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I have to say, with the way the energy is coming in. But I do feel like once you clear this energy out, you're going to be very decided. Like you're not going to be in this place of confusion anymore. You're going to know who has good intentions, who has bad intentions, where you need to pull your energy out and where you need to charge forward, because it doesn't look like you're going to move forward slowly. You move forward very rapidly once you get this ironed out, Leo, okay? And I think there's going to be a balance restored in the home, and it's going to feel really good to you. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Raphael. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of options and you just haven't been sure what is the correct direction for me to head in, what is going to give me the best result. You might have been a little afraid to take an action too, because you feel like you've kind of had a lot of missteps. Like, I thought that was right back there and it led to a big mess, 28 on the clock, but that cycle's over, okay? You're about to come into alignment. It says time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification, okay? So I'm getting it really big in the home, but when we think of the home, I mean, your earth suit, your body is the home of your soul. So yeah, you know, maybe you've been having health challenges too. You might want to just kind of just like clean things up, you know, eat some real sort of like nourishing foods that are also very close to the earth. You know, just get the junk out. Just stick to, you know, shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store. You know, forget getting the Cheetos or, you know, the more kind of like processed type of foods, and just give yourself, like, you know, even a week can really reset you. You eat like that for a week and then you're like, you know what, I don't really feel like I want to go back to that. I feel so much better. I have so much energy. You know, I feel a lot of renewal. Okay, so maybe you've been noshing out a little bit. Maybe you've been noshing out a little bit because, you know, there's been like anxiety, or you felt just sort of like frustrated, or your energies felt off. All right. Again, I have a real hit that it has something to do with this energy, you know, that's been directed at the home, these poison arrows. Right. Yeah, but you'll overcome it, okay? Because we have 6 of Gabriel here, so that energy will turn around. We have divine guidance. All right, so divine guidance, this is associated with the Hierophant in tarot. It's coming in with Archangel Sandalphon. So Archangel Sandalphon may be an energy you want to tune into. It says the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So this is also looking at who are you connected to. If the message is coming in really strongly, I got vibes like guilt by association, or you are who you hang out with. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're feeling like your energy is being dragged down, you might want to look at who are you spending your time with, or where are you at when you notice these feelings of just not being energized, or maybe feeling even sort of pessimistic. I mean, Leos are known to be more kind of like vivacious, and they like to have fun, and they bring forward, you know, like their playful spirit. So if you've been feeling like you've been really down in the dumps lately, it may be because you're hanging around with a bunch of people like that. They're always depressed, you know, they don't ever want to go out and do anything. They don't ever want to, you know, try anything new. You know, this is just heavy energy. So this might be needing to explore some different kinds of connections, you know, mix it up. But I do feel like you're getting to the other side of this difficult cycle. It'll make a big difference when you address the house, okay? We got 6 of Gabriel here. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions, okay? So this is a new opportunity coming your way. And for those of you who are involved in any kind of sport, you're about to go and do a tournament, anything like this, I feel like you're really going to have a moment of success there. It may even open up new career opportunities for you, sponsorship for some of you. Okay, this looks really good, and it's time for this. You know, it's sort of like this was lined up, you know, a long time ago. This was meant to happen for you. I do feel like this is a moment of victory on your path. It's overcoming a difficult time. I do feel like you're getting to the other side of some pretty gnarly stuff, man, Leo. Let me do a cut of the deck and see what we got here. We got the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So all you need to do is move into action. All right, free up the energy where it's been feeling crappy. You know, you have the ability to turn that energy around. I do see renewal energy here. And with this, we got Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, psychic. So you very well could be a Cancer, Leo, cusper. You could be dealing with a Cancer. It says, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So you are going to get a new beginning here. It looks really beautiful, okay? Clear away the old stuff, all right? Clear away the old energy, and you're really going to feel the shift. You're going to feel a difference. And again, this renewal could be coming in a new job opportunity. It could also be just feeling the renewal in your home, the renewal in your relationship, you know, just really feeling like, okay, now we're cooking, you know, we're getting somewhere. I do feel like this is a very positive energy coming in for you. And if your health has been dealing with any kind of, you know, setbacks, I really see that turning around too. I think a new approach will do you a lot of good. But there is a really strong component coming in here about somebody gave you something, all right? It's a bit of a poison arrow. And you clear that out of the home, and you're going to see so many of the areas of your life start to rapidly improve, okay? You could also be dealing, again, we got Aries energy, Aquarian energy coming in there really strongly, all right? And let's see, anything else I want to bring in? Anything else I want to bring in? Let's do Sacred Rebels for you too, Leo, and then we'll call it good, because this feels pretty complete. It looks like you're going to have a real moment of success, and it's going to sort of be the thing that offers you a new route to explore. It looks like for financial advancement, career advancement. Oh, yes. It's going to bring fresh inspiration into your life. It's also going to bring you a whole new community of people. I see you really networking a lot. I also see you being busy. I think you're going to be very busy with whatever this is. And it's going to bring a lot of growth into your life. And where you may have felt like you had kind of a cloud over your head, I feel like this is the thing you need to kind of like just get all those cobwebs out and just fuel your inspiration again, tap you into your ruling planet, the sun. Summer's going to be a really good time for you, Leo. Okay, so, you know, welcome the light back in. Maybe you need to open up more of the curtains in your home, let more natural light in, spend more time, you know, in the sun. Maybe you have a job where you're like stuck in a cubicle all day. Make sure on your lunch break you're taking even just a few minutes, you know, to go out and get yourself into the sun. It's so important for you. It will really help you out. And in fact, you may even want to do like a little meditation to start your day, where you go outside and you sit and, you know, you let your face feel the warmth of the sun, and you just harmonize with your ruling planet's energies, and, you know, sort of set your intentions for the day. You could even make like a sun tea and put different herbs in it and stuff, charge it up with your intentions and drink in the sun like that. I mean, I like these things for just sort of like boosting yourself energetically as well. Okay. Plus, it's delicious. All right, let's see. Overarching theme for Leo, please. Overarching theme for Leo, please, Spirit. Bottom of the deck. What you want wants you. All right, this transformation is coming in for you. This is the time. You know, the only thing that can hold it back is your fear of jumping into this when it presents itself. And I do feel like you need to jump on it. You know, you need to trust your judgment. And I do feel like that judgment will be coming in for you to help you out with that, you know, the clarity around that. Okay. Yes. This is meant for you. It's time for this for you. All right, Leo. All right. Let's see what's coming in here for Leo. Overarching theme for Leo, please. Overarching theme for Leo. Some of you really need to get to the seaside. It's been too long since you spent time at the ocean. Maybe a particular stretch of coastline too is really calling you. You know, go there. Go there. Yeah, you got to trust where you're being led. Okay, go ahead and go there. It'll replenish you. It might help clear away some of that energy too. The ocean's great for purification. So are sea salt. So are, you know, sea salt baths. They can do a lot to balance the energy out. All right. We have spirals of manifestation. So I feel like you're moving out of this time where you sort of felt like almost like a side character, you know, in your own story, like an NPC, you know, and you're starting to realize like, wait a minute, you know, this is not my role. I really feel like you're starting a new chapter in your life where you're doing what you want to do, what feels good to you. You're not being held back anymore. And I think where you've been wanting to bring things into balance with a particular living situation, family dynamic, work situation, you're doing that. But your success really relies on you staying in your independent strength and your ability to make choices that feel right for you. That's what's really going to, you know, put you in that place of personal empowerment. But I think that you're in active manifestation mode right now. So you have to think of it this way. If you're in kind of like a negative mind frame, you really want to get out of that right now. So if it's feeling funky and off in the house, you really want to address that. It's super important. And it was 38:44 when I went into that 11:44. Okay. It's so important. It's so important that you get that addressed, you know, and that you feel like you're in a place where you're supported, where the energy feels right around you, because that can really throw off what you're manifesting. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling off, then that means that what you're calling in is going to be off, just because of the state of your consciousness, where you're focusing your thoughts, your attention, your awareness. This is something that really needs to shift right now. I think the focus is really going to be what helps you in this situation. But whatever you're manifesting here is definitely moving you in a much more empowering direction. Let me go ahead and do a cut of the deck for you. Pandora's gift. I'm not saying you didn't go through some heavy stuff back there. I think you did. But now you're getting to the other side and you're going to find out what it was all for. Okay. And you'll be grateful for it. When you get to the other side of it and you see how things unfold. I really got that, right? Again, Pandora's gift, okay? Somebody may have given you a box of darkness, but once you clear that energy out, the light will come back in your life, all right? So this gift piece is really speaking strongly for you. And I mean, on the cut of the deck, it freaking came up again. Pandora's gift. And on the other side here, defend to the end, the worthwhile. And I love it. There's that owl totem came in, okay? So I know you've been through a lot, right? I know it's been difficult, but you're getting to the other side of this. So you don't need to like prepare, you know, for more hardship. You just need to remember that what's worth defending is your soul's purpose and what your heart is calling you to do. And it's time for the change, and you got what it takes, and you're totally protected and covered. You're going to be able to move through this challenging time and get to the other side. And it's bringing something really beautiful your way. So clear out those poison arrows, okay? And transform the energy in your space, and then watch. I think you'll be really surprised how much your consciousness starts to shift and how much easier things start to flow on the real. And maybe get yourself a food dog. Good nerd.